I had canceled my gym membership, decided to take up jogging. It took less time to get the exercise in compared to driving to the gym. And I'm not a exercise nut, but I do try to exercise a few times a week. Exercise does help you think, relax, spark creativity, and I think just the freedom, really being away from my phone. And the route I started to jog is out in the country, minimal cars, no people, nice views. It's a 2 mile route. It works well. Has a warm up, cool down within that area, and it allows me a half hour away from my phone, which is probably the best part of the exercise. This jog is quick and I guess as enjoyable as jogging can be. And without a pattern, I typically jog at random times and days. And one day I found myself jogging this route. It was on a Saturday morning. And to my surprise, there was several other people on this same route. Not many, but, the ones I saw seemed to, I would say, be well seasoned at jogging. And all of a sudden, I heard the offbeat sound of footsteps coming up behind me. And, looking back, I noticed a guy probably 100 yards behind me, and he was moving pretty quick. And, I just stayed at my pace. I'm Brian Hill. I've owned multiple businesses for over 20 years, and I've learned that being left in the dust is part of becoming the one who leaves others in the dust. This is chapter 22 from my book, Business is a Journey, Not a Destination, and this journey is your life. The chapter is titled Cloud of Dust, and I'm about to tell you why getting passed by a younger jogger was exactly what I needed. I could hear the footsteps gaining on me. They were getting louder, and I could hear some music playing. And I looked back to find this jogger. He was wearing headphones, and he was quickly approaching. And as he passed, we each waved, said morning, and then the music from his headphones, started to fade away as he ran off into the distance. And it was pretty quickly. He was probably 100 yards down the road. I continued with my head down, struggling, looking awkward at my slow pace. Now, he was younger, but it was still troubling for me not to win, to be left in a cloud of dust. But I didn't dwell on it too long. Realizing he was more of a seasoned jogger. He was in better shape at a different level. His endurance has been built up. And, I still needed to work harder and continue, building my strength up. And then it hit me. Even though I was jogging painfully slow, I was lapping all those who were still in bed or sitting on their couch eating donuts. The ones who talking about working out. And, I was lapping all them. Each day that I push myself to press on brings me closer to my goals. And maybe one day I'll be able to keep up with that guy that just passed me. Or maybe I'll be the one that leaves him in the cloud of dust. In the business journey, there are times that it feels like you're struggling, kind of poking along, slow, awkward pace. All your competitors, they're leaving you in a cloud of dust. Plans are made, but nothing goes as planned. When this happens, continue to keep your head down, build your endurance, be patient, sharpen your skills daily, work hard. Even if you're not hitting the goals that you had imagined, you will still be lapping those who have no desire to get off the couch to do better. And, each day you're stronger, you're wiser, and someday your experience will pay off. So do not lose heart that your more seasoned competitors are leaving you in the dust. Learn from them, watch them, continue to grow yourself, and, be better at your business practices, so that someday you'll be leaving them in a cloud of dust. So here's what I need you to understand. That young jogger that passed me, He passed me easily. He was faster, stronger, more experienced. And for a moment, it bothered me. It bothered me that I was left in a cloud of dust. But then I remembered something important. I was still out there. I was on the road. I was moving forward, even if it was slow and awkward. And that means I'm still in the game. I'm still lapping everyone who's in bed. Everyone on the couch eating donuts, talking about working out. Everyone who had no desire to get better. I'm lapping them all. And that's exactly what's happening in your business right now. You're struggling. Your competitors are more experienced, better funded, faster moving. They're leaving you in the dust. Plans are being made. Nothing's going as planned. You're working hard, but you're not hitting the goals you imagined. And it's tempting to think you're failing. And, here's the truth. You're still in the race. Every day you show up, you're lapping everyone on the couch. Everyone who is not sharpening their skills. You're passing them. Every skill you sharpen, you're getting stronger. Every lesson you learn from more seasoned competitors, you're building endurance. And, here's what you need to know. This is what you need to do right now. Keep your head down, build your endurance. That younger jogger didn't get fast overnight. He built endurance over time. And you're doing the same thing. Be patient with your process. Second, sharpen your skills daily. Even if you're moving slow, each day you'll become wiser and stronger than the day before. This is compound growth. It's not impressive looking, especially in the moment, but over years, it's unstoppable. Third, learn from the competitors who are passing you. Don't resent them, study them. They're showing you what's possible at the next level. Use that. If they've achieved it, it's possible you can achieve it. Fourth, remember, you're lapping everyone on the couch. All those people who talk about starting a business but never do. You're ahead of them. All those who quit when it got hard. And, it's going to get hard. But you're still going. You're still in the race. And that matters more than your current pace. That jogger who passed me, he's at a different level right now. His endurance is built up. Mine, isn't. Yet with, each jog, I'm getting closer each day. I push myself to press on. I'm building strength. And maybe one day I'll keep up with him, or maybe even be the one that leaves him in the cloud of dust. Your business journey will have moments where you feel slow and awkward, where competitors pass you easily, where nothing goes as planned. Don't lose heart. Someday your wisdom and experience will pay off. Someday the endurance you're building will show. Someday you'll be the seasoned one, leaving others in the dust. But this will only happen if you keep going, even when it feels slow and awkward. This is chapter 22 of my book, Business is a Journey, Not a Destination, and this journey is your life. The full book breaks down the business journey so you can stay patient, build endurance, and compound growth, even when the competitors are passing you. If you're feeling left in the dust right now, this one's for you. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be releasing more chapters here. I'm Brian Hill. You're being lapped by faster, more experienced competitors. That's okay. You're still in the game. You're still in the race. You're still lapping everyone on the couch. Keep your head down, build endurance, sharpen your skills daily. Your day is coming. Next chapter, we're going to talk about checking your fluids. So basically, measuring everything. So don't quit just because you're slow. Slow and steady, slow and moving will beat fast and on the couch every single time. Thanks for watching.